This is my Taurus personality video. First, I will give you some facts about Taurus, then I will give you my personal opinion. The symbol that represents Taurus is the bull. The modality is fixed. The element is earth. The ruler is Venus. The season is spring. It's the second zodiac sign. The anatomy it rules is the neck and the throat. And some key words that you can use to describe them is preserving, stubborn, stable, physical, and sensual. The bull is a symbol of strength, tenacity, and power. Taurus people can be very disturbed by sudden changes because they rather live stable and secure lives. Taurus are very sensual and are into sensual things, ranging from physical things to food. Taurus tend to live through their senses more than other signs. Taurus people work hard and are known for being dependable and steady, but not fast. They're not fast working. Taurus people also value money, and some seek to be wealthy while others just want to be comfortable. Though Taurus people can be hardworking, they can also be lazy because they love to be comfortable. Taurus people are known for being stubborn. They will stick to ideas and goals no matter what because once their mind is made, they don't change their mind easily. Taurus are also known to be possessive, and you will see it in different areas of their lives because they like to own things, and in relationships, they can view their partners as theirs because it adds to their sense of security. Now, I'm going to give my personal opinion. One thing that Taurus really value is security. Taurus is a sign that really needs to feel financially secure above all. Taurus is a earth sign, so they place high value on material things. Taurus is a sign that will work really hard to obtain financial security, and they will seek all opportunities that lead to financial stability. But if they can't find stability themselves, they will seek a partner to bring that stability to them. This is a sign that definitely does not date people who do not have their own money, people who do not have the ability to make a lot of money. Usually, the older a Taurus gets, you will see them go for people who have money because of the security and not so much for the looks or for any emotional stability. These are the people that are more focused on financial stability because once their finances are stable, they can move forward and they can feel that safety that they need in order to be able to push through life. So that's one sign that really, with the time, they become much more appreciative of the material world and of resources than they do of emotional or mental stability. The next thing that reminds me of Taurus people is comfort loving. Taurus people love comfort in all its forms, whether it be material things or just really good food. They will find what comforts them and keep it around. This may lead to getting themselves in debt because even if they don't have the money, they will find a way to keep their lifestyle the same. Also, Taurus can be lazy because they are not a sign that is really into physical labor. They are the type of people that like doing office type of work. So, when faced with having to do physical labor, they may drop the ball or give the responsibility to someone else. So, when it comes to comfort, these are people who, at some point, they can really achieve a financially stable life. So, they can afford all of the comforts, all of the luxuries that they want. And when that time ends, or if they have to start to budget, they can end up in debt because they will not budget. They will not easily lower their level, their standard of living. These are people who like to live good. And I see this more with people, Taurus people who have already had certain comforts. It is very hard for them to downgrade. And this is where I could say Taurus people have a bit of a weak spot. They are so comfort loving that they will do whatever they have to do in order to keep that level of comfort. And also, they can be lazy. These are people who are more of an intellectual sign. They like to do jobs like an office job, secretary, something that they can be sitting down is what really suits them best. What I see most Taurus people pursue, because for the most part, they really don't like physical labor. And it isn't because they are weak, because in my opinion, Taurus people are built very strong. They have a very strong structure. Their bodies are very strong. I've met both slim and um, heavier Taurus people, and one thing I can say they both have in common is that they're very strong, regardless to how they may look. So it's not that they're weak, they just prefer not to do strenuous work. Another thing that reminds me of Taurus people is that they're very stubborn. I have noticed that when a Taurus has set their mind on something being a certain way, it is rare that they change their mind because they feel that they are in the right. So, no amount of explaining or debating will change their mind. If anything, you will walk away feeling defeated. So, when you see that a Taurus is set on something, even if you disagree with them, there really is no point in trying to debate them, trying to explain a different way or argue with them or anything like that, because they're very stubborn. It doesn't even matter what point you make, it doesn't matter what insights you bring. If a Taurus has already set their mind that something is correct for them, that they want something to be a certain way, that is what it's going to be. And you might as well just save your breath because they're not going to change. And yes, this can be a positive thing when it comes to setting goals, when it comes to reaching your goals. But when it comes to other aspects of life, this can also be one thing that brings negativity to the Taurus life, because they have the inability to be flexible, to change their mind, or to see things in a different light. And sometimes things can start to go in a bad direction, but they will be so set on doing things the way they see it that they will not change it, and they will suffer the consequences of whatever the situation may bring. And finally, I will say that Taurus is one of the signs that is ruled more by their senses. This is one of the signs that goes more off of what they can feel, what they can touch, what they can really enjoy more on a physical level. And this is not to say that they are not emotional, because they are, but these are people that go more for what feels good on a physical level than what feels good on an emotional level. I can say that this is one of the signs that the physical is what makes it real for them, and not so much the emotional or the mental. So if you are trying to be with a Taurus, try to entice their senses somehow. Take them out to eat or take them to a nice place like a spa, because that will get them more in tune with you. It will get them more on your side because you'll be doing things that they like to do. And also be someone who is comfortable with being physical, because like I said, this is a very physical sign. They go off of their senses. So just try to keep that in mind if you are trying to date a Taurus. And if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Moon Stars in the Sky Tarot. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.